Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Um, Happy Thursday to you all. And let me just open up another window so I can actually, yeah, there we go. I'll open up another window so I can see what you guys are seeing, and we're good to go. Very good, very good, very good. All right. Okay. Hello. Hello to Connie Balmer, Annie Bullard, and TCC Son, who offers prayers up for Baron to make Nacho Boris Kojo. Let me see who else we got here. Connie Balmer. Connie Balmer, welcome. And who else? Myra V is here. Church Nelly. Brenda Timble is here. Sherry Ware, hello. Sabrina Dixon, hi. Annie Bullard. Veronica Quick. Who else is here? Sherry Ware, Miranda Rios, Mystic Toxin, hello. Veronica Quick, I said that already. Who else here? Elaine Parker, hi. Connie, I know you're up like super late, and I think you're up very late too, Elaine, but thank you both. And I'm pretty sure there's a few other people that are staying up extra late just so you guys can be here with us on the squad. Iris Demonia, welcome. Well, gosh, a lot of you guys have some nacho on your mind. Oh, Elaine Parker, thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. So obviously I'm home, you can tell, because that very irritating hollow sound is no longer present. Curiously enough, every time I plugged my ears, that hollow sound went away. So is the hollow sound attributed to the space I was in, or is it because I have my fingers in my ears? I'll let you concentrate on that for a minute. You don't have to answer. Loretta Memphis, welcome. Emma D, hi. Marcy Foreman. Well, my voice is a little bit shot because I was singing at the top of my lungs. I haven't been on a long drive like that in a while, so I had to belt out a few tunes on the way, like "Hey Bobby Barron." What I listened to Doobie Gray. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I want to get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. That kind of stuff. Although I'm being very, soft right now, but while I was driving, oh, you should have heard me. Whether it's the shower or the front seat of the car, I sound amazing. Right now, not so much. Okay, so, well, our Duchess, she did the thing. Hello, Veronica Quick. Our Duchess, she did the thing today. In case you're not aware of it, our Duchess was actually, oh wow, Henry VIII posted a video today. I gotta watch that. I love Henry VIII. Do you guys love Henry VIII? I love Henry VIII. So anytime Henry VIII post a video, it's like an occasion because they're happening so infrequent now. So, okay. Let's see. Cynthia Ashton says, hi to all baronets and squaddies. It is time to call for professional mourners to the Capitol and mourn for our nation. What is that? What is that? Paraventure? God will hearken. Oh, okay, hearken to our cries, mercy and peace. Okay, thank you so much for that, Cynthia Ashton. Sorry, I ruined that. Okay. Let me see. More is coming out about those kids. It seems the cops trapped the guy in the class with those kids instead of letting him out away from the school. Yeah, Sean, I don't know the details. And I'm going to try to avoid some of those because I don't want to trigger anyone, but I did see something about that earlier. So they're going to do like a recount of everything that has and has not happened. Um, and it's going to be definitely a teachable moment. Unfortunately, that won't do anything for those children that were in the school that day. And I haven't really had the courage to like examine the details of it because it is so painful. But at some point, I would like to know exactly what happened. So at some point, I will examine the details of it because it is awful to think about. But then at the same time, just like the father and daughter that was in the Buffalo supermarket, because they learned something from other situations very similar to this, they knew that they needed to run and then shelter themselves. And as it was, they actually found refuge in a cooler. So um, these are teachable moments, and we can learn from some of the details, even though they are quite painful. So all I can say is when you guys are ready, if you're ever ready, there's no rush, there's no need to run toward anything that is going to be jarring for you. So, but just, be warned that the details are heartbreaking. So, thank you for your comment, Sean. And I am going to go to the photos that came out this afternoon. Gosh, I was surprised to see that. Um, but only because of the geography. But then I'm starting to see something, at least maybe I want to see a trend forming. But you have the Duke of Sussex in Texas this past spring, I think it was. And then there's our Duchess, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, mourning at a memorial for the children who died, who were murdered at the um, oh gosh, the Uvalde school. Is that how you say it? But anyway, there she is, and I'm sure that was very surreal for some people to see our Duchess there, considering that this is a very small town. But as I will explain later, there was a very good reason why she was there. And her presence is not some type of vanity project. It is definitely going to help a lot of people, not just help with bringing attention to this, to actual act itself, but also to do with some of the aid that is pouring in for the families and the first responders and such. So let's get to that, shall we? Oh, I got to bring my slides up. Okay. Let's see. There we are. Won't take but a second. Allow, and we're good. Okay. All right, so let me take this away, and we will add the slide. Oh, it's still coming up. Just a moment, please. There we are. Okay, so as I said, something that probably seemed very surprising to some of the people who were in the area. Suddenly, you find the Duchess of Sussex at the school or at the makeshift memorial near the school. And very low profile, baseball cap, jeans, t-shirt, and basically just there to mourn. And then we'll discuss the other reasons. Hello, Beverly Hardy. Beverly wants to say hi to a few people, so let's help her out. Like, for instance, Church Nellie, Patricia, Lydia, Edith. Hello, Edith. I hope you're well. Anita, Essie, Rosa, Jacqueline is here. Geraldine, Arnaud, Yes, that's very French too. Arnaud and Cookies and Creams, Anastasia, Southern Lady, Fancy, Sister and Cece, Dolores, and all squatties. Okay, so let's take that away. And by the way, the images of the Duchess of Sussex is trending like crazy. So I'm not going to share a video today because I'm just not sure what's copyrighted and I don't need that smoke today. So I am going to avoid showing the one that I have. But again, this seems to have been a bit of a surprise to people in the area. So, right there, donate food to volunteers and pay tribute to school shooting victims. I had no idea who she was. She was just carrying on a conversation like her and I knew each other for years. A community center volunteer who spoke to the Duchess of Sussex told BuzzFeed News. Did you guys get that? Let me try that one more time because I am just floored by that. I had no idea who she was. She was just carrying on a conversation like her and I knew each other for years. A community center volunteer who spoke to the Duchess of Sussex told BuzzFeed News. So the Duchess of Sussex was not putting on any airs or anything like that. She just showed up with food. She was carrying food and just holding a conversation. There was no hint of, I guess, class warfare or anything like you would get from, let's say, some members of Harry's family. And I shouldn't call it class warfare, but they can put on a bit of a spectacle. But no, she was just another person there. And that was all she wanted out of the situation was to be another person there and also to lend a hand. So there you are. Let's see. The Sussexes are in Texas. They are always ready to show support for from every angle of the world. They make it happen of being supportive to all in need. Thank you, Fabi. And Loretta Memphis says Meghan is a doer. She will do something in the background to give respect to these children. Exactly. The Duchess of Sussex does not need a spotlight every place she goes. That is not something that she has been desperately seeking. There is the working actress, and then there's the activist, as well as the humanitarian. And that activist, humanitarian, global influencer works quite often from behind the scenes. Let's see. So sad, not safe anywhere. School, shopping, church, Rhoda Bryant says. Okay. Oh, that was for Church Nelly. Okay, I'm going to stay out of that. Let me see. I'm scrolling back a bit. I'm going to go the other way. Okay. This must be weighing hard on Meghan as a mother. To all the parents out there, I pray for you and your kids. Stay safe. Thank you so much, Rahini. Okay. And Karen M says, Meghan helped people in Texas before with the roof. Thank you, Karen. I almost forgot about that. You're absolutely right. She did. She and the Duke of Sussex, they provided a roof for a women's center that was hit quite hard by a storm and they lost the roof. So, yes, that is yet another occasion where the Sussexes have gotten involved in Texas. You're absolutely right. Thank you for that comment. Okay. At a certain point, I knew I was straining my voice. I was singing away and rolling down the highway, and lots of hand flailing and hand gestures. Not exactly on par with jazz hands, but I had my moment. So I'm going to have to drink some warm tea today, something to soothe my vocal cords because I was carrying on, but I got here safe. Thank you for your prayers. Meghan has a big heart, a heart of gold. She is our princess. Absolutely. Thank you, Brenda. And Terry H says, the wishy-washy trolls and derangers are out criticizing Meghan for paying tribute to the lives lost. Well, at least she's going someplace where it's legal for her to be there, unlike that other Duchess who went to a memorial where they were asked, the police actively was making sure that people didn't come, but people began to flood into the area. But the police requested that nobody show up. And one of the lawbreakers that day was another one of the duchesses or princesses of the realm who not only broke the law, but then by the time they wrote about it, the Metropolitan Police lied and said it was Meghan. So there you go. Let's see. After all of this tragic suffering, what are the Cambridges doing? They're saying, oh, wait, they're too busy losing the other half of the Commonwealth. Give them time. Give them time. And Mo Shannon says, prayers going up for grieving families and community of the children we lost in Texas. Thank you for that, Mo. And Loretta Memphis says, I love that Harry and Meghan are an action couple that donate funds, they help, they don't just shake hands and cut ribbons and give a little smile and a wave. That's about all they can do. I think that's what you're alluding to, right? They leave behind help and solutions. Absolutely. Absolutely. They are definitely rolling up their sleeves in most instances. So let me see here. Sonia Johnson says, hi, Baron and Squatties. I pray that you all are doing well. My bags is packed and I'm ready to come back home to the U.S. Oh, that's right. You were in Rome, right? You were in Rome. Well, the country has had quite, well, you've probably seen it in the media. If not, think pleasant thoughts until you get back home because it's been a rough couple weeks here in the United States, very rough. So wait until you get home before you dive into any of this stuff because, you know, stay on vacation up until the point you reach your front door. That's all I can say. It's been rough. It's been very rough. Let me see. So let me take that away. And there you go. So there is a photo of our Duchess. Now, apparently, as the lady said, I spoke to her and she spoke to me as though she had been knowing me for years. And she, again, the late, I'm not sure which lady, if any of these are the ones that spoke to the Duchess of Sussex, but she obviously assumed that the Duchess of Sussex was just someone there to help, which of course she was. And she said she spoke to her as though she had been knowing her for years. That is like one of the best compliments ever. Meghan visited, I'm hoping I'm saying it right, Uvalde, or is it Uvalde, to donate food at the blood drive and pay tribute to the school shooting victims. And of course, that is the article from BuzzFeed. Let me see. Okay, so let me share that with you. Meghan Markle visits Uvalde to donate food to volunteers and pay tribute to the school shooting victims. I had no idea who she was. She was just carrying on a conversation like her and I had knew each other for years. A community center volunteer who spoke to the Duchess of Sussex told BuzzFeed News Meghan on Thursday visited Uvalde, Texas, where she donated food at a community center, hosting a blood drive, and laid flowers at a memorial for the victims of the elementary school shooting that killed 21 people, including 19 children. BuzzFeed News spoke with volunteers at the Herbie Ham Activity Center who accepted the Duchess's donation. Photographers captured images of Meghan at the memorial site. According to blood drive volunteer, Meghan, wearing a baseball cap and a black mask, quietly dropped by the community center kitchen to drop off two large bags filled with sandwiches, beverages, and desserts for blood donors. I had no idea who she was. She was just carrying on a conversation like her and I had known each other for years. A volunteer, Gloria Contreras, I think it's Contreras, 40. Oh, that's interesting. She and Meghan are the same age. Told BuzzFeed News that is, we just talking about, the situation and what happened, what we were doing here. I told her about us giving out water to people and feeding them. I even talked about my personal life, telling her about my son and my family and, coming to Texas because she told me she was from Santa Barbara. And I said, well, you need to come to Texas. She also said, we were talking about Texas and Uvalde and how it is to be in a small town and how everybody is so kind and warm hearted and know know we know each other and stuff and how the faith is deep rooted. A Sussex representative confirmed to BuzzFeed that the Duchess traveled to Uvalde in a personal capacity as a mother in order to offer her condolences and support a person in the community persons that is in the community experiencing unimaginable grief. She was just really sweet. Another volunteer, Georgine Burnell, 46, told BuzzFeed, she's just kind. No, I'm sorry, she just kind of walked up in with her crew and started putting ice water in buckets with us and laying out chips for the people who were needing snacks before and after donating. It's funny, we didn't even know it was her until after she left, and now we're so sad. I mean, to be honest, we thought she was our neighbor. Wow, what a compliment! What a compliment. They literally just thought that Meghan was a neighbor. That is quite a compliment. So I am just blown away by that. I mean, not to distract from, the obvious, but the idea that the Duchess just shows up and she's arranging sandwiches and snacks and filling up cups, and people were just like assuming that it was just a neighbor. What better compliment? I am just blown away by that. I am just blown away by the concept, by the idea that enters one of the most famous women in the world, one of the most influential women in the world, and of course, a member of the royal family, and nobody knew who she was until after she left. You couldn't make up something like that. Yeah, that's right. That's our Duchess. That's our Duchess. Just in and out. Amazing. That was absolutely amazing. So I'm pretty sure that because of the Duchess's presence at this situation, it will bring much needed attention to not only the first responders, because if we learned anything from Sandy Hook, when you're dealing with the loss of little ones like this, it is just that much more horrific for the entire community. in some respect, it's like a whole generation of kids were taken away in that small town, and nothing will ever be the same. And hats off to our Duchess for being there. It's gotta mean a lot to the people that were volunteering to know that big or small, no matter who you are, every contribution means something. Every contribution doesn't matter. Hello, Iffy. Meghan's presence is highly appreciated in Nivaldi, and she's greatly appreciated for her move. Thanks, Duchess Meghan. We love you. Wow. I'm just trying to. I cannot wrap my brain around this. She just said, "Well, I'm from Santa Barbara, and I." Uh, how do you, you know, how do you even process that? Someone just says, "Well, I'm from Santa Barbara," and and then the idea that this lady says, or one of the ladies says, "I thought she was one of my neighbors." That is incredible. Wow. I'm going to need some time to process that, just because of how surreal it must have been that someone is talking to you, and because of her gift to communicate with people, they just assume that it's someone who knows them. And then someone else even goes on to assume, oh, thought that was my neighbor. I can't. I can't. I just can't. I can't. I don't know what to do with that, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Gwendolyn Hill says British negative people who are talking about Thomas Markle's medical bills are lying. Senior citizens in the U.S. get Medicare. Thank God for President Obama. He got health care passed for us. Yes. Well, given Thomas Markle's work as a lighting director, as well as his age and the fact that he would qualify for some really great medical benefits, everybody has this idea outside of the US. I often hear people say that there is no medical insurance and medicine is not free. In some regions of the country, they didn't wait around for the federal government to come up with medical care. There are still some free hospitals and hospitals who operate with a charity budget. Now, it's not ideal, but if you're having an emergency, no hospital in America can legally refuse you. There should not be an instance where you have an emergency like a stroke or a heart attack and a hospital turns you away. As far as I know, that is absolutely illegal. So, yes, the insurance part is not so great, but the idea that you're having an emergency, and I would like to think that if you're having a stroke or a heart attack, you can give a rat's behind about the bill. So, I'm just saying. Okay. If there's any part of that I got wrong, please let me know in the comments. So Carolyn Duran, that Carolyn Duran says Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, pays tribute to the victims in Uvalde. A spokesperson shared she took a trip in a personal capacity as a mother to offer her condolences and support in person to a community experiencing unimaginable grief. Is her way, her nature, her call. Nothing new here, just being herself, says Sussex Spartan Meg Hive. And then down there it says Meghan Markle worked in the soup kitchen as a teenager. You see that? Meghan Markle worked in the soup kitchen as a teenager. And then there on the other side, there's our Meghan doing her time on the television show Suits. Up in Canada, she volunteered. Kay Costello, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you for being a member, and happy Tuesday to you. And of course, thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Okay. All right. So let's take a closer look here, shall we? I'm going to take that away so we can see. Meghan Markle worked in a soup kitchen as a teenager, just like her future husband, Prince Harry. The Suits actress who helped the homeless in Los Angeles when she was just 13 made the revelation in a new book. Meghan Markle has revealed how she worked in a soup kitchen, age 13, just as her fiance, Prince Harry. Okay, so it kind of repeats there at the bottom. And then on the right side, Toronto Charity shares previous unseen photo of Meghan Markle volunteering in a soup kitchen. A Toronto based charity has shared an unseen photo of the Duchess of Sussex volunteering in a soup kitchen during her days working on suits. So you see there, this is nothing new. As they say, she's not new to it, she's true to it. Okay, so moving on, let's go here. There's a wider angle of the memorial that was set up at the school. I hope I'm saying it right. Uvalde School. There is a memorial, and I gotta have water. I am getting a little dehydrated. That is wonderful. Okay, I'm going to read a couple of your comments. Hello, Iffy says her ability to interact well with people shows she's been doing this humanitarian. Kate could never. She gets nervous when she's out of the UK because she has no other experience other than wave and smile. Oh my goodness. Well, hello. It looks like you have become a member of Royal Sussex. Thank you so much for that. And happy Thursday to you. Although this week has been very trying for quite a few of us in squattydom, but thank you so much and happy Thursday. Okay, let me go to the next slide. Okay, so we have to talk about this. This is kind of, but let's talk about it because it's a thing. Family members tell me Joe Garcia, the husband of Uvalde teacher Irma Garcia, just died of a heart attack. The couple had been married 24 years and has 4 children. Irma was shot and killed Tuesday trying to protect her 4th grade class. Okay. All right. Sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. I was okay until I read that. Give me just a second. Okay, I'm back. And now you can see why certain details I try to avoid, but I was I was okay till I read that. Oh man. Okay, so anyway, that did happen. They were high school sweethearts. and they leave behind 4 children. So, and on top of the already horrible tragedy that also happened. Oh, yeah, certain things, until you actually say it, it's like you don't really process it till you hear yourself say it. And that's just one of those moments where you just kind of, once you say it, then it's real. Um, yeah, that's really too bad. And all those poor children, they've lost their mom and now the dad. So it's really too bad. There is a GoFundMe, but I don't have the link for it. But they established a GoFundMe for that family, among other GoFundMes, I'm sure. But for those children to lose their mom, and then on top of that, their dad just, the grief got to him, and you could just imagine. So okay, so anyway, I'm going to go here. Sorry about that. Meghan secretly visits memorial for murdered South African students. So this is yet another example of the Duchess of Sussex, because tomorrow, I think you know how the derangers work. The derangers will probably lay off for, well, when I say derangers, I actually mean the royal rodents. They'll probably lay off for about 24 hours, and then when they think it's okay to be hypercritical of the Duchess of Sussex, then you know that's coming. And thank you, squatties, on Twitter and other social media, who immediately has decided to remind people of the Duchess of Sussex's contribution in other ways besides, um, the obvious things. This is one of those things that she's done long ago and will probably continue to do as a way for herself to work through the whatever grief she's feeling at this time as a mom. As a mom, she's obviously feeling something. And because she has the ability to actually act in ways that some of us could not, and it's not just that we, couldn't afford to do it, but some of us just couldn't take away from our situation to be there. But I'm sure that there's a lot of people who, given the opportunity, would gladly go to Texas to help out. So she she was able to afford to do that, and she did. And as they say, when a person has been blessed so much, then of course, they're obliged to share their time and resources with other people, and that's what she's doing. So it just comes natural for her, whether she was the poor struggling actress, or even as the Duchess of Sussex, who has had a career in television. Whether she's had more or less, she's always helped, and so has Harry. So this is just another one of those situations where you can see our Duchess reaching out to the community. And of course, the president and first lady, Biden, will travel to Uvalde, Texas this Sunday, May the 29th. So again, the President of the United States and Dr. Jill Biden, First Lady, they're going to travel to Texas this weekend. So that is something that we'll see on the 29th. And I do believe that was it for the slides today. I will give love to our faves. uh, our Queen of Everything, Queen Doria, and our Queen of Hearts, Princess Diana. And I am going to look at your comments, and then we are going to gingervinge ourselves out of here today. And sorry for the late. I'm going to go on at the proper time tomorrow. And thank you, Petal, for um, considering me today. But yeah, Petal came on today, and she was wondering if I was going to come on at my usual time. But as I was on the road, that wasn't possible. So, but that was God, I love Petal. That was very considerate. Oh, wow. And, I wish, let's see. Well, I think I was already done driving, but, listening to Petal when I'm driving or listening to Miss VSN, you know, listening to all of the platforms actually when I'm driving is one of my favorite things. So, Duchess, oh no, Henry VIII has something today. I'm not sure what it is. I haven't seen it yet, but that's something I'm going to check out later. But it's a real treat because Henry VIII is expecting a child soon, so we have to get her whenever we can. All right, so for our comments, we have Edith says, "Oh, let's see if I can highlight that. Oh, I'm sorry, it moved. There it is." Edith says they picked a they picked let me see, they picked the fence because anytime Meghan comes out of her house, she overshadows the British royal family. Yes, she does. Absolutely. She needs only show up. She needs only show up. And even when she was a working royal, um, it didn't take much to overshadow the rest of the family. And so, with these rare occasions that the Duchess of Sussex actually makes an appearance, it has only caused more fascination to come from. I mean, you guys, I don't know if you have looked at the news today, but this is everywhere. This is everywhere. This right here. This is everywhere. Everywhere. All of the news agencies are carrying this story. All of them. So the charities will be greatly highlighted because the Duchess of Sussex has shown up. And it is also an acknowledgement to the people who are in mourning and in grief that very well known people from all walks of life, from every station of life, and right down to the next door neighbors are reaching out to help. And that's a good thing. All right. So let me see. Sugar Queen says politicians can take away the rights of women to have control over their own reproductive rights, but can't pass sensitive gun laws to protect those children after they are born. That is a great point, Sugar Queen. That is an absolutely brilliant point that you made just now, because it is so much said about reproductive rights, but when it comes to the rights of growing children, they don't seem to be as interested. And Connie Barma says, oh, that's for someone else. I am going to slide away from that. Okay, hello, Lydia Washington. I'm glad you're here. All right, Lorna Williams. Okay, that's for someone else. All right. Okay, so Gwendolyn Daniels says, so tired of the deaths that's happening. These tragedies can be stopped if those Republicans stop courting the NRA. That is a good point. And let me see. There we go. Veronica says, exactly. They know that Duchess Meghan has more star quality and more of a charitable nature in her pinky toe than the rest of the royal family. Well, let me see. Let me see if I have. I'm going to. Let me see if I want to share this. Huh. Okay. Nope, that's not the one. Y'all, I was singing at the top of my lungs, and listen to my voice now. But I will rest my voice tonight. But I was in the car jamming. Y'all know how it is. I haven't done that in so long, but I was in the car jamming, and it got good to me. It did. It got good to me. And now you can barely hear my voice, but I'll be fine tomorrow. Let's see here. Yeah, some days I just need this. Some days I really, really, um, and I don't know, maybe y'all tired of watching it, maybe not. But I'm going to share it anyway. Y'all probably know what's coming. So, but I need it sometimes. I really do.
How are you, ma'am?
How are you, dear?
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Dorothy Parker.
Dorothy Parker. What a pleasure to meet you. My goodness, are you warm enough out here?
I am.
Oh, good.
She's been here since 9:15.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Are you from here? Were you born and raised here?
Do you live here?
I live in Hoylake, which is about 6 miles away.
That's not too far.
No,
And what do you have planned for the rest of the day today?
just thinking about the honour
Oh.
of meeting you.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
Oh.
That is the kindest thing. Thank you. It's a real honor to meet you as well. Oh, thank you. You're so kind. Thank you so much. Well, Happy New Year. And thank you.
Yeah, sometimes I never get tired of watching it. Never, never. Um, Dorothy Parker. Oh man. Oh man, that makes my day. So you guys, let's see. I think I am going to call it a day, and I'm going to rest my voice. I just drank some water, so I think I sound a little bit better now. But I think I'm going to call it a day, and tomorrow I'll be back at the regular time. I promise. Well, I tell you what, I haven't been shady for a while, so I think I owe myself this little bit of shade, just a little bit. Nothing major, but just an example of what. Well, you'll see.
I'm sorry we can only come and give words and comfort, but we are thinking about you the whole time and we really care about what's going on. So
sometimes it got more than financial.
well, if we can give you the odd smile here and there, that's important. So I'm sorry we can only come and give words and comfort, but we are thinking about you the whole time and we really care about what's going on. So
sometimes it got more than financial.
well, if we can give you the odd smile here and there, that's important. So
They can do is just give a little. I mean, he was talking so fast, it was like he had a plane to catch, wasn't it? It. I mean, the rate of speech was in breathtaking. It was as though he had a plane to catch. I would just give a little smile and I was like, "Is this guy needed at Heathrow? Why is he talking so fast?" So yeah, that's about all the shade I could do for today. But don't worry, you guys. I'll be back on my shade patrol. Yeah. Oh, well, I don't. You know what? Let me see. If you guys want to go ahead and take off, I think we're done for today. But I'm going to share one more video for those of you that stay behind. Just one more. I don't even know if this is the right one, but let me see. I need to feel good today. I need to feel good. So. Service isn't loud. Service is what happens in the quiet when people aren't looking. It's about how we take care of each other every single day. It's about the camaraderie we share, the laughs, the comfort, the pain, the challenge, and yes, the banter. Throughout my time in the military and after, I recognized and understood that for many who have served or are still serving, it might not feel right to stand out amongst the team and be recognized, but you deserve to be recognized. Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex. Salute to freedom. Those words were delivered by Prince Harry on the night of the Salute to Freedom Gala on board the United States aircraft carrier, which is now a museum. On that night, the Intrepid Valor Award honorees included Air Force veteran Master Sergeant Kyle Hines, surviving spouse of Lieutenant Colonel Matt Block, Barbara Block, Army Special Forces veteran Julian Kitching, United States Navy service member Wayne T. Garvin, and Marine Chief Warrant Officer Stephen Rudinsky. Julian Kitchings shared his experience that night, and it's actually not just his experience, but it was his wife's experience that caught my attention.
Sitting with Meghan, I think it was seeing my wife sitting with Meghan Markle. So here's what happened. We walk up to this table, and I didn't realize that they weren't going to seat us together. My wife was freaked out. She was like, "Oh, where's my name?" So she's running back and forth between tables, and she never went around our table and saw that she was seated next to Meghan. And then she lights up and she said, "Oh, I'm good, honey." I'm like, "Oh," so now she doesn't want to sit next to me anymore. She was so happy. And they just talked like old friends the whole night. So it was so cool for her to be able to have that experience. I think it was really good. And it was great for me to just watch her. She was just glowing all night long. It was surreal, but also like a deep sense of gratitude, and also a sense that the journey that I was on was necessary, and that the healing that I attained, that I was able to get at home base, was something that I almost owed to my family. I was very thankful to see people in all these different spaces and places elevating this issue of people needing to getting the help that they needed. And I think for me, there was this sense at some point, and I can't remember when it popped in my head, but that I was going to get healed or die trying. And I wanted people to, I think in that moment on the Intrepid, I think I was just like, people need to get the help. And and I think what I said was that veterans out there, deserve peace. They deserve happiness. They don't have to live like this, and help is available. And so I think that if anything, I was just focused on like being up there on stage is just a representation of people that are making a choice to get help. And that's what's important. That's what's key. That's what's critical. It's not about Julian Kitchen getting an award. It's about the broader community getting the help that they deserve and that they need, and that we as a country and civic society owe them.
One of the best moments of the night, especially for Julian Kitching, was not just noticing that his wife had the delight of sitting next to the Duchess of Sussex. Regretfully, I cannot find a clear image of that, but there was also the moment when the Duchess of Sussex said,
Northwestern, right? Oh,
I mean, you could barely hear it, but the Duchess said, Northwestern, right? And he said, who told you? And she said, oh, well, you know, I know a little bit about everybody here. And he just threw his head back and laughed. I mean, that's all he could do, because he was like just amazed that the Duchess of Sussex actually had done her research before showing up to this wonderful event. So just goes to show you how in touch the Sussexes are. They don't take anything for granted, and they don't take anybody for granted. Well, that's what I needed right now. So anyway, thank you so much, guys, for watching Royal Sussex. We are going to Ginger Avenger ourselves out of here. And yeah, and I'll see you guys at the regular time tomorrow. So whatever you guys were timing, like if it was 1 or 12 or 2 o'clock, we'll be back at that time tomorrow. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for the constant support, and thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. Okay, so we are going to Ginger Avenger ourselves out of here. Thank you, moderators, for working diligently to keep this the safe space that it always has been and always will be for all things Harry and Meghan. Wow, I thought it was just one of my neighbors. That is just like the mother of all compliments. I tell you, I still haven't processed that yet, but I'm gonna I got to read through that again and again, because I want to feel the total connection that those women volunteering had with the Duchess of Sussex. I want to feel that connection as much as I can. So thank you, everyone, and take care. I love you guys, and we are out of here.